Okay, I am excited today because we get to talk about this little thing. And I have found a few covers for it and I want to talk about it. So let's talk about it. Hi, friends, it's Mari from Mari Harai Archives. And today we're going to talk about this little cutie. I'm so excited because I have found the perfect notebook cover for it. And I didn't even know it existed. And as soon as I found it, I kind of went down a rabbit hole. Now, this is definitely the items that I'm going to be showing you is definitely a splurge. Okay, so this is definitely a splurge. Now, I'm going to show some affordable ways, and then I will leave the splurge items last because I got a few of them. Okay, so many of you know, if not, um, I'm Mari and I'm addicted to this little A7 little notebook. It's one of my favorite notebooks. I love this thing. I actually use it for my to-do list, to my grocery list, my menu planning, and I use this a lot. I know most of it stays in my purse, but it's one of those things that I use on a daily basis. And I actually recently found out that MD carried an A7 notebook back in October of last year. And I couldn't find any videos on this. Honestly, there was only a couple of videos, and I was looking for a video to tell me exactly how people used it, the actual size of it. So let me go into details as far as the size and so forth. That way, if you are looking to find the perfect little pocket notebook, this might be the one because one, it's an MD notebook and they come with, I don't know, it's one of my favorite notebooks, paper that I like. It's one of my favorites. I own a few MD notebooks in various sizes as well as their anniversary set that they came out back in 2018. I want to say 2018. It could be sooner than or um, older than that, but I do have that. And so I am a big fan of the MD notebook and their paper. It is fountain pen friendly. Yeah, it's just one of those lovely notebooks. And so they came out with this cute little size, and I love little notebooks. And to kind of give you, this is a little bit more, it's like 4.1 inches or about 4.2 inches. You see it. And then it is 4.2 inches tall and just a little bit, a smidge. I don't even know if that's a unit of measurement. Um, Smaller than 3 inches. So it's almost at the 3 inch mark. It's just one line. It's like one tick less than 3 inches, which I'm pretty sure there's a scientific term for that. 2.95. I'm not good at that. But yeah, so it's a tiny, tiny notebook, and it's about like two ticks, two ticks from half an inch. What is that? 0.75? I don't know. Don't quote me on it. I'm not good at measurements. That's um hubby's uh expertise, not mine. Anyway, so it's a tiny little notebook, and if you want to compare it to a passport size, there is a TN, Travelers Company Traveler's Notebook, passport size. It is about that size. So it's a really tiny notebook, but I feel like it's a perfect little notebook to have as a to go for jotting down notes. And honestly, I wouldn't even mind using it as like a daily journal. I mean, Obviously there's not enough pages, but unless you like journal on 2 pages. But I don't know, I like little spaces. Anyways, so yeah, so I use this as my to-go, or to-go, yeah, to-go, to-do list, groceries, menu planning, and that's pretty much my life right now. So yeah, yeah, so that is what I use this for. Now, let's get into the covers. Now, this one actually comes with its own clear cover, which let me go ahead and grab it really quickly. It comes with its own little plastic clear cover. And just like any MD notebook, they always have their little PVC plastic. And it was so cute when I found out that they actually have their own little A7 um, clear. So it's just like that. I mean, I like it with just the clear plastic as well. So if anything, you can either no cover or you can use this plastic cover. And I think the plastic cover is like $3 or $4. So again, this is the most efficient way or most affordable way to cover up your A7 MD notebook. And there's nothing wrong with that. I like using the PVC, but sometimes I like to get a little more fancy with my covers. And so let's go over the covers that I did find if you are in the market of trying to find a cover for this cute little notebook. Now, again, I'm not telling you to buy this or anything. I'm just sharing with you what I found because I am in the market of finding a cover for this notebook because it is my favorite notebook. So hopefully you could find this information useful for yourself. And like I said, there is some affordable options and there's some really splurge options, which I feel like you still can find these splurge items at a good price if you really hunt for it. But okay, without further ado, let's get started. Okay, let me go put this away. Now, the first thing, this is the first cover that I ever did find for it, and I found it on Amazon. And it comes in 2 colors. It comes in black and red. And of course, I went for the red. I'm in a red mood since October. I don't know why. It's just, I don't know. I've been drawn to red lately. And so I found this cover, and it comes with 2 bands that you actually would do this. So that's how you would hold the notebook in here, like so. And it actually comes with a pen. And this is the pen that it comes with. This little cute pen. Now, it's not my favorite pen to write in. And honestly, I think I'm going to try to see if I could change out the actual ink in there. But let me show you really quickly. It is not my favorite. I don't like, so that's how it writes. It's kind of light. It's not my favorite. I prefer this, which is my, what do I use? I think it's my Sarasa or my Uniball 1, I think is what I'm using this for. But obviously for on the go, I can't carry that big, I was about to cuss, big pen. Oh my goodness, am I in some kind of mood today? That is funny. And I can't I don't want to carry that big pen, so I'm just gonna have to make use for this one. But this is how it goes in there. Oh goodness. It is Friday. Maybe I'm just ready. I'm ready to party. That's what it is. And then you would just slip this in as so. There's actually a slip pocket here that you can use if you want instead of these right here. I actually, I don't think I used. Let me try. I don't think I used it that way, or maybe I tried and I didn't like the feel of it. Let's see how it works. Now I did end up having to cut the back for it to fit these covers that I'm going to show you later on. I don't actually have to cut it this deep. I just did it myself just so I can protect the leather. It doesn't have to be this much. I could have just kind of slivered it just a little bit, but it's all good. So I guess you can Yeah, like see this, I would have to like cut a little bit because it's not exactly, but you can do that if you want to. So, but what I did have this as in the beginning was I just had it like this, and then I just kind of, that is how it held in, and it worked fine. And I used this for a few months before I changed out into the next one that I'm going to show you. But, and it, you could fit the pen in the back, which was perfect. So that's nice. So this one, I think, how much did I pay for it? I want to say it's either $14 or $20. So, I mean, it's still kind of, I feel like it's still kind of expensive for, because of the size. But then again, that's the thing when it comes to like tiny things. And this is not just in stationery, but I feel like in general, like bags, covers, anything that's tiny or smaller than what normally people use, it's more expensive. Like I love tiny bags and they're more expensive. They're, if not almost the same price as a full size bag. And so sometimes I'm like, why? But I think it's because it's the novelty of it. They know that people like tiny things. And so they kind of take advantage of that. So yeah, I'm taking advantage of, because yeah. But anyway, so yeah, so this is about 20 bucks, and I feel like it's affordable for what you do get. And this is not real leather. I believe it's PU leather, but I feel like it's still good quality. Now, the only thing I don't like about like fake leather or PU leather is that eventually it's going to peel, which I am not a fan of. I do not like that. And so I try to either stick to like a fabric kind or a plastic kind, or maybe leather. So that's one thing to consider, because I do want my items to last long, because I will be using it and I want to be able to use it year after year. So this is a great option, though, if you are looking for something simple and you don't mind the PU leather. And like I said, they do come in two colors, a red one and a black one. And I'll be sure to link the link for this one. Now, it's not sponsored at all. I'm not sponsored, but I do want to share and make it easier for you if you are in the market looking for a cover for this cute little notebook. So that's that. Now the next one is, I actually did this with you guys. If you haven't seen my video, I cut down a traveler's notebook, a regular size traveler's notebook, and created a cover for this. Now I did make some I did make some what do you call it, mistakes on sizing. As you can see, this fits it perfectly, but there's no way for me to house this in there. If the only way I could do that is if I use these little elastic, but what I did find out is with this elastic, it makes this bend. So actually I could probably just put like some binder clips and it should be fine. Do I have any? I guess for an example, I think my son took all my binder clips. I have a bunch, but I think he took it all. He's actually learning Japanese, and so he needed it for his index cards. Okay, so like just for example, like if I had the binder clip, I could just put it in there and it should be fine, right? But anyways, yeah. So I ended up making this one, and I absolutely love this cover, as you can see. And I went ahead and added my initials to it, added a little brass thing on there. Now this isn't like the most affordable one, because obviously I cut down a traveler's notebook, but because I have a bunch of traveler's notebook, it's I guess affordable, because I'm using things that I already have in my collection and reusing it to, because I wasn't using the normal traveler's notebook, and so cutting it down, now I'm using it more often than I would have if I didn't cut it down. And I think it's because I do use this all the time. So, and I think that's the thing too with me, is I want to make sure, like, even though the stuff that I have here, if I'm not using it, if I have to cut it down or hack it or alter it in a way to where I can use it for a notebook that I am using every single day, I will do it, like what I did for my Hobonichi weeks. And I use this every single day. It's my journal. And I had cut down a traveler's notebook to fit the Hobonichi weeks because I use this. So that is what I do. I make it work. Okay. So that is another way that you can do. You can DIY it. You don't have to use a Travelers Company notebook. You can use whatever leather. I know there's some cheap leathers that you can purchase. I think there's some at Michael's that you can cut down. And but I don't know. Something about this Travelers Company notebook or leather is, I don't know. It's special. I really like the feel of it. But there's other ways. You don't have to use this. There's other more affordable leather that you can use to cut down to create a cover for this. Okay, now for the main event, the stars, plural, of the show. So I am a fan of the Louis Vuitton agenda. I own a couple. I do have an MM. I did have a the large one, and then the PM size. Now, I didn't know these existed until now, but they actually have a mini agenda, and they were actually made in the early 2000s and earlier. And so you can still find them in the market. I don't think they currently make it, although they might still make the mini agendas. They just probably don't advertise it. And then you could probably ask your like Louis Vuitton SA if there is any mini agendas that you can purchase. Now, I found mine in the third party market, the pre-loved market, and I found, you guys ready for this? I found 4. And these are the mini agendas. Now, these mini agendas are the perfect size for this because they are the same exact size. They are the 4x3. And when I saw that, I was like, okay, I think this might work. So the very first one that I saw was this one. I purchased this from The Real, and I saw it and I was like, ooh, that looks like that could fit my notebook. And so I looked at the measurements and I was like, okay, I think it does work. When I got it in, my excitement. Now, this is how it looks like. It's like the size of a credit card, right? Now, when you're looking at it, you can see that like, oh, okay, it does fit. It's the same exact size. It is. But the thing is that the cover is the same exact size. So I had to trim it just a little bit. And as you can see, I actually trimmed it more than I needed to. And I did that purposely because I just did not want to damage the leather as I was, pulling the notebook inside and out. And so, but as you can see, I just cut it a little bit. And then, okay, come on. Like, it is a perfect fit. And not only that, I mean, you can technically cut this part and then put it in here if you want to. I don't want to because I like seeing the front of this notebook again because I like it. And so you can actually use this side if you want a smaller notebook to put in there, you can, or like an address book. And it actually came with its own address book. And so this, I think normally it comes with like 2 notebooks on it, but this is where it came. It has an address book, which is really nice, and I will use this for this actually because I just need to fill it up, but I do love it. And you can actually just put this like so, and it still fits nicely. So I'm probably going to keep that there, which is nice. Or you can put more cards in there if you want to. The back part also has like a slip pocket to add a card. And in my case, because this is my grocery list, my to-do list, my menu planning, I always carry my Costco card. And so it was perfect. I was like, this is perfect that it has a little slot for my Costco card. And so when I'm out and about, it's there and I know it's there. And it has a pen loop. Now, this particular pen does not fit this one. Oops. I don't even want to try. I think I did try and it didn't work. So I would have to just kind of clip it like this, like so, and then like that. Or I don't have to clip it and just kind of leave it like that. And it still works and it's fine. But how cute is that? I'm so glad I found this. And of course, as soon as I found this, I was like, okay, now I need to find more colors and more designs. This one is actually, I think it's in 2002. I can never see, these things are so tiny. This is in 2000, yeah, 2002. So this is from 2002 and it has this satin fabric and it has like the shiny material for the design. And I love this. This is my husband's favorite one out of all of them. I can't pick because they're all my favorites. So I found this and I actually found this for, I want to say $150. Now, like I said, this is a splurge. I don't know how much they actually cost at retail when they first came out. I can only assume it was probably around that price because Louis Vuitton was a lot less expensive in the early 2000s versus now. And so I need to actually look that up and see what the retail price was this. But I did find this for $150 and it came in excellent condition, as you can see. Yeah. So of course, this made me go into a huge rabbit hole to find other ones because. And so I did find a few, and let me go over the ones that I did find. Let's go in the order that I did find it. So the next one that I did find was this Japan exclusive. It was for their 150th anniversary. And as you can tell, it has the mini LV on it, which usually it's not. It's the larger LV. And let me go grab, because I also have another mini agenda. So this one right here is also mini, but as you can see, it's a different design. It has like the big LV. Now this one is also a special edition one. This is from the Men's Vogue MoMA film benefit back in 2008. I was shocked that I was able to find this, honestly, and it has its own little notebook. So I love this thing. Anyways, so I found this in Japan. It's a Japan edition exclusive, and that's how it looks like. Same setup, obviously. And then this one was hot stamped. Now I'm going to try to take this off. I know I can take it off, but I don't mind it there. I really like the color of the name. And this one actually fits the pen. So this is the one that I'm actually currently using right now. So it fits the pen perfectly. And let me get my Costco card. I was able to find this one. This was the least expensive I could find for this one because right now they're ranging about above $300. So for this one, and I'm assuming because it is a limited edition and it's a Japan exclusive. So yeah. And oh, and I also wanted to mention is that this thing is tiny, right? And I like tiny bags, and so my monthly calendar does not fit my bag, and so I actually have this Filofax little insert, yearly insert, and now I just use this for my monthly calendar, and it fits perfectly. I just made a little pocket in the back, and it just slips in there, and boom. Because I was going to create monthly pages in here to have everything in there, but when I saw this, I was like, I'll just use that because it came with one of the Filofaxes that I just recently purchased, so that worked out. But anyway, so yeah, I mean, like I said, this is a splurge item. Now, I'm into designer stuff, and I don't know if some of you guys might be into designer stuff and this is something that you might be into. I mean, it's not for everybody, and that's okay. But I'm just showing you what I found and what I liked. And, it's fancy, definitely fancy, but it's something that I'm going to use and enjoy. So this is, again, like I said, you can find this. This one was the cheapest that I could find that's within my budget. And this I got for about $180 for this one. So again, you just have to kind of look around to see if you can find one within your budget. But yeah, so I love this thing. So that's that. And then the next one, actually, the next one that I did find was this one. This is in the beautiful red. I think it's called Castilian red, epi leather. And the interior is black. It's beautiful. Let's see. I mean, the same setup, but again, it's red. And I love the look of this. This one I was able to find for, I think I made an offer for $115. She was asking, I think, $180. And so I think I got it for $115 or $110. So I love epi leather. So I'm glad that because my PM agenda is in epi leather, but it's in the brown color. So I'm happy to have this. And I actually want to get, like, there's a red one. I mean, not a red one. There's a blue one and a green one. And there's this beautiful, like, purplish color one that I want to get. So I'm still looking. And if I can find one within my budget, I will definitely snag it up. So this is another one. And the last but not least one, I actually was surprised I found this. I found this on eBay. So this was eBay Japan. And then this was the real. And then this one's the beautiful one. This is in the same Castilian red color. Or no, it's not called Castilian red. I want to say it's like pomegranate. I think that's what it's called. In the patent leather. And I love the look of this. And it's also red leather interior. Super pretty. This one, I actually found, she was asking $100 and something for it. And I was like, you know what? I'm just going to offer $50 because, why not? I hate to lowball, but I was like, let me offer $50. And she accepted it. And I think it's because it's been there for a while. Not a lot of people are buying these because they don't know what notebooks to put in. So I feel like once they discover that you can put the MD-A7 in there, I feel like people are going to buy them all up. So I'm going to make sure I purchase what I can before people find out. I mean, there's other little notebooks that you can put in, but I mean, this is special though. An MD notebook fits in here. Anyways, so yeah, so I got this for $50 on Poshmark. What a great deal. And so I'm going to be searching for more great deals and add these to my collection of mini agendas. I mean, like I said, these are definitely splurges. You don't need any of this, actually. You don't need any of it. You'll be fine with the plastic cover. But me, I don't know. I enjoy it. I love it. And so it's something that I'm investing in for myself, just because I like to look at it. And that's okay. A lot of people spend their money on, different things, fountain pens and stamps. There's lots of things that people spend their money on. And for me, I don't mind spending this money on a cover to house one of my favorite notebooks. So yeah, I hope you guys learned something. If you're in the market for finding a cute cover for your A7 notebook or similar, I just wanted to share what I found with the Louis Vuitton mini agendas. That is what it's called. Just make sure there's other mini agendas. It's a little bit taller and a little bit more narrow. So if you are looking for this specific one, make sure you look at the measurements. The measurements are usually 4x3 or like 4.1 by 3.2. But just make sure you look at the measurements. And usually a telltale sign is the interior. It will have this little credit card slot, like so. It'll look like this. So you know that that's the mini agenda that will fit the A7. If you have any questions or want to make sure, go onto my Instagram and message me there, and I'll be happy to talk to you about it and see if it's the right one. So, but yeah. So yeah, these are the A7 covers that I currently have for my A7 notebook. And I'm excited to see if I can find any more. Not just the Louis Vuitton, but any other covers for it. I did find one, and I'm just waiting on a person to verify the measurements. But other than that, I'm super excited to see what else is out there. I feel like I don't need all these covers for this one notebook, like I said, but it's something that I enjoy. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this little video about covers for my A7 notebook, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.